Hi everyone, my name is Kunal Raj. In this video, I am going to demonstrate System Software and Compiler Lab exercise number 5, simulation of deterministic finite automata. So in this experiment, we have to simulate a DFA using C++. So first of all, let us compile the program. So I am going to simulate a DFA which will accept even number of A. So I will give two states here, then give A and B, the name of the states, then I give two terminals and then the name of the terminals, then I will give the transition. If A, capital A goes to A, it will go to B, after giving all the transition table will be printed. Then you have to give a starting and the final state. So I will give starting and the final state. Then we can check the string using check string here. So if we enter any string which is having even number of A, it will accept. So here the string is accepted. Then if I give odd number of strings, here three A's are given, so it will reject. Now let us see the coding. Here first of all I am declaring some variable like I, NOS and NOT and J. NO underscore S is the number of states, NO underscore T is the number of terminals. First of all I am taking number of states and storing in a variable called NOS. Then I am creating a character array of the size of NOS, that is the number of states. Then I am naming the character array as ST. Then I am creating another using character array I am storing the state name in the ST character array. The next I am enter number of terminals, then the user will enter the number of terminals. Then I am creating another character array named TER. In that I am assigning the size of the TER character array as number of terminals. Then I am using the similar way I am entering the terminals here. Then I am creating a 2D character array called trans. In trans, transition table for the following transition will be stored. Then here I am declaring a variable called C equal to 0 for total count of how many characters are stored here. Then using two for loops, because we are using a two-dimensional array, using two for loops I am first asking user to enter the transition. So first it will print state as ST of I, terminal as terminal of J. So it will print the corresponding state and terminal in the 2D array. Then it will ask the user to enter the transition. Then once the user will enter the transition, it will be stored in the corresponding I and J value of the trans character array. Now after giving value to transition table, it will just print the transition table using again two for loops. It will print the value here. Then after entering the values for transition table, it will ask the user to enter starting state and final state. Then user will enter the start and end, so it will be stored in start and end. Then it will say check string, and using infinite while loop we can reiterate, we can ask user to enter various strings, so that we don't have to give settings, the DFA definition every time we have to enter the strings. So first of all it will ask user to enter input string, then user will enter and will store in a variable called inString. Then the starting state will be stored in a variable called S. Then while in string of k, that means while there are characters stored in string. So string is just input string what the user is entering. So while there is still character in the input string, store the corresponding character, the particular character in the while loop into a variable called TR, which will be our terminal. Then using two for loops, again two dimension, because we are going to see on 2D trans array. So if st of I equal to state, that is at the starting state, and tr of j equal to tr, that means in the two dimensional array, if the rows matches with state array and the column matches with terminal array, that means we have to we have to look at the value on that 2D array. So just store this value whatever we got trans of ij into new state, that means from that table we will get our new state. So once we get our new state, to avoid confusion we will use go to statement, so that the loop will not iterate. So go to x, so x will take out the control from these two loops and it will increment k. So this while loop will be executed until there are characters in the int string. So once at the end the final state will be printed. So if the state that we got at the end is equal to the ending state, that means the final state and the state we got at the end is same, then string is accepted, otherwise string is rejected. So this was the experiment for DFA implementation. Thank you for watching the video.